Hi. So, I like paused my script writing, technically, I guess. Well, really, I wrote an entire script in the time that it would have taken me to start the streaming slash recording process for one of my other little side projects that I have going on. But I kind of figured that this was a bit more important because, well, it's just not talked about. That's kind of the thing. It's not talked about. Is another one of those things where it's like, oh hey, there's that one of the things that's in my channel description just popped up again. I'm supposed to shove this to the back end of my log of things to do, but here we are. Now, here's the thing though, because this is the part where like I'm gonna be honest, I'm not entirely sure how I got here, because both of the titles that we're gonna get to today, provided that I get to the first one within a timely manner, but both the titles we're gonna get through today are games that I actually like. The first one kind of being a subversion to my usual stuff, considering the fact that I don't really like visual novels, and the only visual novel that I liked, quote unquote, really big quote air quotes on that one. Editor put giant quotes on the liked word. The only ones I liked were one that was attached to a roguelite, and another that was, well, Doki Doki Literature Club, because it tells a really crazy psychological horror story, and Markiplier played it. And then, Jacksepticeye played it, and then Cub Scouts played it, and everybody played it. Everyone fucking played it, and I want to know what happens in the next game, because apparently, that whole story was just, oh yeah, this isn't actually what we're supposed to be here for. Also, apparently, the yandere is apparently, well, not a yandere. She's actually worse than a yandere. He's really saying something, because being a yandere is actually really dangerous. But aside from the fact that visual novels are kind of type boring and pressing A for hours on end is, why would you get a console for that? Let's play this visual novel on my Nintendo Switch, which is a console. Welcome to One Night Burlesque. This footage is gonna be heavily de-fucking-monetized. Good thing I'm not monetized anyway. Crank the volume for better experience. Everybody be quiet. This is really important. That right there was supposed to be the load screen. I only found this out from the art books, which are free to download. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why it was swapped out for the used headphones for a better experience thing. This is a pretty cool load screen, if anything. Damn. I need to find my meds. There it is. Where are my meds? Dad would kill me if he knew what I do. Or maybe not. After all, murder is a mortal sin. Holly, you're on. HPSD, another civilization disease or an act of God? Those are devil powers. Keep the Lord's name out of it. Are you deaf, girl? Just... We need you here pronto. Keys. Makeup. Coin. Holly freaking whispers! Psst. Holly! Get your pretty ass on stage right now. HPSD. Hyperactive psychosensitivity disorder. It's a sickness like any other. One pill a day keeps you as normal as one can be. Now with a discreet new label. No, the makeup. Holly! Is everything alright? Now! On stage! Now! We need to go. Everybody's waiting. I didn't hear anything when it... Yeah, it's empty. Okay, if you're not coming out, I'm coming in. Thank goodness you're alive. But not for long. Madame's gonna kill you. Yeah, I know. What's wrong, darling? It's my meds, Liz. Damn bottle's empty and I just can't... Not without them. Calm down, love. We'll figure something out. What exactly happens if you miss a dose? Is it dangerous? Like with insulin or something? Yeah, sort of. I'm sorry, Liz. I'd rather not talk about it. No worries, darling. We all have our little secrets. Just tell me, do you keep a spare at the apartment? There should be an extra bottle in my cabinet. For fuck's sake! First Holly, and now Liz! Just a sec, boss, we're going. But no more buts, Holly, unless you want to get ours served on a plate. What? Liz? I told you not to worry now, didn't I? Just let me grab your keys. I seem to have left mine in a different bra. Huh? What for? I'll run home during your solo and grab those pills for you. Won't even look on the label, I promise. Not that that would do much of anything for you, it's blank. Oh, that's... Thank you, Liz. You're the best. Of course I am. Now let's go. Quite right. Just start already! As a kid, I was mediocre, not ugly nor beautiful, just utterly forgettable. Little gray mouse, daddy's girl. Felt trapped for quite some time until I found the fine art of burlesque. On stage, I'm neither shy nor sick, and only a little bit freaky. No more Miss Gray Mouse. I'm Holly Frickin' Whispers. That is, until I take my pills. Otherwise, I start to hear them. Their deepest desires. What do you do? Their deadly sins. Other eyes pointed at me like a loaded gun. I'm gonna just be gay for a sec. I love this outfit. I could low key cobble this together from things that I have. Anyways, all right. What's going on, YouTube? Oizi here, and welcome to one of the games that I'm playing that I technically already played in stream this, but granted that was also because of the fact that I was afraid of what happened because I kind of saw several things within the actual taglines for the advertisements and whatnot and got scared about streaming this. But then I had a few revelations brought to my attention, considering the fact that Red Deer Games is a whole thing? Can I call them a thing? Publisher. They're a publisher that does strange things to bring attention to themselves. So here we are. Ironically, branching into one of the topics that would have happened had me and my brother been able to start our joint channel when we were like I don't remember. Whenever the fuck Call of Duty Ghosts came out. Oh. Madame. But why are you here? Cover yourself. Okay, but how did I get back in the dressing room? You screamed like the devil and then blacked out on stage, so we had to carry you. Scared the shit out of everybody, by the way. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Are you on something? Skag, hash, oxy, any psycho bump? You know I have zero tolerance for that stuff in my club. The second you bust your nose, I'll kick your ass out of here. I know, but you got it all wrong, boss. Fuck. I dropped something that's kind of semi-important. Fuck, where did that just go? Why isn't there background music for this game? Ugh. Seriously, where did Pete go? I'm not actually exerting that much effort. I sat down like a minute ago. I know, but you got it all wrong, boss. I'm kind of sick, overworked, really stressed. I'm kind of sick. What? And you came to work like this to give everyone else this influenza? No, it's nothing contagious, I swear. I've had it since childhood. It's genetic. I just forgot to bring my meds today. That's why I blacked out. Oh, is that what you kids call dope nowadays? Meds. No, boss, if you don't believe me, ask Liz. She promised to bring them from the apartment. Mysterious medicine from mysterious Malacha, eh? Well, at least our story checks out. This is yours, isn't it? Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Did Liz give it to you? Not willingly. She shoved a pill down your throat and refused to explain what it was, insisting we respect your privacy. You didn't just perform the exorcism of Emily Rose. I would if you. One, I don't know what this accent is. Two, fuck. I would if you didn't just perform the exorcism of Emily Rose on my fucking stage. Uh huh. Where is she now? Waiting outside. Liz, you can come in. Holly. Oh my god, Liz, I was so worried. You? I should be the one worried. You're still trembling. Listen, I'm so sorry about the pills. I've really tried to. Yeah, that's enough. She knows you're the tits and all. Now take her home. No! Actually, I'd like to stay for a while till I get better. Maybe at the bar? If you don't mind, boss. Fine, whatever. Just remember to take your damn medication. I don't want you to scare our guests any more than you already did. And don't count on working today. Not on stage, not beyond the bar. I won't let you do anything until I'm 100% sure you're fine. Capiche? Yeah, I do. Capiche. I think. She knows all the slang words for drugs. Just one more thing, ma'am. Yes. Actually, never mind. It doesn't matter. Good. That time I go back, somebody needs to clean up this bloody mess. No, Holly, there is no blood. Just don't say anything. Wow. Take care, girls, and remember, the show must and will go on. Sure, ma'am. Madame's wrong. I'm no tits. Holly, I totally messed up. It took me so long to get the pills, and when I found out what happened, I just panicked, forced one right into you without thinking. Your eyes were open, but you weren't there. Slow down, Liz. You did the right thing. I'd still be half awake if it wasn't for you, trust me. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be there in the first place. Nah, Madame would make me go anyway. To be honest, I'm just glad that you're not
Dang
dead.
it!
It's a weird way to put it. And again, shouldn't I be the one saying it? Yeah, um, whatever. I'm happy you aren't dead too. I love you little oddball. You see, love is a strong word, Liz. You're my bestie, though. I better be. Kill me to find out I'm just some annoying roommate to you. That hurt my eyes a bit, actually. Uh, yeah. I'm joking, silly. Why the sad face? Too much? No, it's something else. Can I ask you a few questions, Liz? Just a heads up, some of them might sound a bit odd. Sure thing, darling, shoot. In which show do you wear the white outfit? The cute one with the ribbons. Midnight show. It won't fit you though. It's a little bit big. No worries. Just wanted to know when you wear it. All right. Um. Oh, next question. There any church that's important to you? Me any in the city. You're right. That does sound strange. Just answer me, please. Holly, I know you're a believer, but I couldn't name a single church in the city even if my life depended on it. And it does. Very strange. So, no one followed you here, right? Like, to the club? You know that someone did. He always does. Shit, you're talking about Arthur, aren't you? I thought he'd given up already. He insists on calling him Art Rhythm now, but yes, I'm talking about that douchebag. Just been ignoring him lately. Didn't help much, though. Still claims I'm his muse, as if I had nothing to say about the subject. How long has it been? Since we broke up? Over 2 years, and barely a year of this so called relationship. He just really, utterly. I don't know. Thinking about it makes me so angry. There are no words strong enough to describe his harebrained, entitled, pretentious, annoying son of a peacock who constantly wallows in self pity. I think you actually nailed it pretty poignantly. Let's just forget he exists, okay? Got any past enemies? Grudges or anything like that? Other than Art Riven. Other than everybody? Yeah, still, anything particular come to mind? Particular, no, but peculiar, yes. This is woman. Not sure, though, if I can talk about her. Liz, please, it's really important. If you say so. Her name's Catherine Forktail. She was a physician, and I was her patient. We didn't exactly leave things on good terms, so she was hurting people rather than helping them, and I wasn't the only one that thought so. Now it makes me both sad and relieved that she has lost her license. But why'd she lose it? That's the part I probably shouldn't be talking about. Besides, still a touchy subject for me, darling. I trusted Dr. Fortel and she took advantage of me. Think she might be here today among the guests? Haven't seen her in a long time, so I guess not. Any idea who would want you dead? Just rip the fucking Band-Aid off. It's the only decision. It's the only option we have left. Just give that shit a nice little. See, I was told by past me that I'm supposed to waste time during this part of the stream, so I'm just taking my time and a sip of my static water. It's water with TV static in it. Anyone at all? Again, other than Arthur. Well, plenty of people. After all, I'm known for making enemies in the Italian cartel. Liz, I'm being serious here. Anybody? I do know plenty of scumbags, Holly. You've met them as well. One of them, me and Arthur, comes with the job. From the Italian cartel, though? Really? You'd be surprised. There's this creepy guy in the audience. Every time I see him, I get goosebumps. He's not my secret to share, though, and I already said too much. Huh? Then whose? Quit it, Holly. I promise not to tell. Okay, give me a second to think. That last one was a lot. Even if it was just a joke. You get into quite a lot of mess for such a sweetheart, you know that? What can I say? Trouble finds me. But joking aside, what's with all these questions, darling? Trying to play detective? Donovan took you for his trainee or something? Damn, you're right. We have a detective in the audience. I can't believe I haven't thought about talking to him myself. After all, he practically lives here. Uh, I'm starting to worry about you, Holly, and that is more than I usually do. I know you warned me. It's gonna feel strange, but no. Don't worry. I'm gonna save you. I promise. Save me? What the hell are you talking about? There is no good way to explain it, Liz. Not just yet. And only a few hours left till midnight. Could you could you maybe take the night off, please? You know well that I can't. Madame won't find a replacement this late at night, and she already needs to figure out a way to make things work without you. I could walk you home if we hurry up, talk a little more, but I gotta be back before the next show. I won't do, Liz. Just listen to me. No, Holly, you listen. First, you ask me a whole bunch of weird ass questions, then you won't answer a simple question yourself. And you expect me to risk my job like that? I can't believe I told you all this personal stuff. About all those people. Also, you could play some mind games with me. It's not a mind game, goddammit. Then what is it? Alright, fine, don't tell me. You know the way to the bar, so. Liz, wait! Fuck. I need to calm down. And change into these goddamn clothes. You can't even call them that. This is a coverall and a bra. I'm not entirely sure I can show this, but nobody watches me. 4 shows before the finale. Gotta hurry. Oh boy, I sure do hope nobody notices me. Fuck. Well, I guess just. I guess I should try to read their minds. Oh god. I hope these pills will stop working soon. Never thought I'd wish for that. What do I know about these people without a freaking superpower? Detective Donovan here. Ugh. Detective Donovan. He's here so often that Sean keeps the table reserved for him, always. He doesn't even actually sit at it, he just stands. Our Grand Barmaster our Grand Barmaster Sean Homakon ha- Hawaken. Sean Hawaken. I don't think you could hurt a fly. You could certainly get an elephant drunk. I'm also pretty sure he might be gay. Maybe. Or bi. I have a strange attraction to him in the friend aspect and not just the physical one. Could she be the physician who lost her license? Dr. Forktail, was it? Ugh. What was it? Art rhyme? Well, an asshole, that's for sure. She's a regular, but I don't actually she's a regular, but I don't actually remember her name. Odd. I had the cursor over her face for a bit, so just out of respect, character-wise, I'm gonna just leave a few seconds for Coast, so that way, you know, it, they can, do whatever edits they need to do that probably involve this person who is actively staring at me like, "Who the fuck is this bitch?" Does he look creepy and old enough to be the guy Liz mentioned? Well, I mean, yeah, he looks pretty fucking creepy to me. Doesn't well, I mean, the gray hair kind of depicts that he is probably pretty fucking old because his hair would need to be white in order to indicate something else. In which case, everyone's hair is a little bit white slash grayish because we are in fact game noir. What would this guy be humming? I don't know. Coast, make him hum something. Hi, Shawnee. There's my charming patient. Patient? Heard you were joining me tonight. Am I wrong? That part's true, but okay. So since we have a moment, considering for the video reasons, I can just interject whenever I'm about to do the whole in between the lines. In between lines, when I'm doing the whole in between lines thing, I can just say whatever the fuck I want. But this is what happened the first time around. My first playthrough. So, considering the fact that when I did my second time around, the very next time, so that I could get a good ending, quote unquote, I saw something different that kind of disheartens me and makes me want to add another section to the video. It's I wasn't supposed to be able to add things by this point. It's like I was kind of hoping that I wouldn't have to make notes, but here I am, looking at a bull and writing in a notepad that isn't actually a notepad and is really just one of those like PDA things, but really like it's not really a PDA. It's more like one of those pin pads that you're supposed to sign, but like you're only supposed to hold your card up to it and then sign it. You're not actually supposed to touch it or anything like that. Like it has lines and shit on it too. I'm kind of just giving myself. I'm kind of just. Well, what would this version of me be? Because we have Oizi, which is me, and then we have Kos, which is future me, who's just editing the video and happens to be a bull with tits. So who's like present me who would have to draw? I'm just gonna go with this is Drawzy. I'm just giving instructions to Drawzy on how to, make the freaking thing that's supposed to be made here. But it's I'm not really like giving full on instructions. I'm more like just giving that like pin pad thing that like has lines on it that you're supposed to like just you stick your card in the bottom or you tap your card on the front of it when the little pin pad thing shows up, and then it asks for your pin and you just write the numbers and it registers that for some reason. I'm pretty sure that one was like homebrew code. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but usually it would ask for a signature, and you just literally pick up the little pen thing and just write on the little lines, pretending like you actually wrote something on it. But other than that, bar's not an infirmary. Sure can be holes. If not for the body, then for the soul. And you think I need soul healing? What you need is to hydrate. A lot. Doctor's orders. Quit it. We both know Madame put you up to this. No, no, it was Dr. Common Sense herself. And I'm just a humble servant of hers. The undeniably handsome bartender. Now drink up. Drink. It's just water with ice and lemon. I like to call it water on the rocks. How long have you waited to tell me that joke? Long enough. Rather have something stronger, Sean. No can do, Halls, but the doctor wouldn't allow it. Mm-hmm. Who am I kidding? With the club full, I wouldn't be able to watch over you all the time. So prepare whatever you want for yourself. Just don't try to serve the guests. I'll handle it. That is literally what I am learning to mix drinks for. So, considering the fact that I chose a different option so that way I could be huffy, uh, wow, that is a lot of gin. Would just like to say, drinking's bad for you. Even if I happen to have done that before the stream. Okay, I think you're good to go. Can I take an order from Detective Donovan? I saw the note about him. PD Sourpuss? Should be easy enough. Sure. In his own words, whenever the glass is empty, make it not empty. And what about Madame? You know, I won't tell if you don't. Awesome. Thanks, Sean. Oh, that is a consistent fault. I dislike that. Son of. Okay. Ugh. Anyway, so the game consistently locks up for a second whenever Donovan is about to be put on screen. Or rather, whenever Donovan's first appearance is, which would be right now. So, it's good static water. Mm. Good evening, Detective. Miss Whispers, I must say, after what happened, I didn't expect to see you tonight. Even more so up close. To what do I owe the pleasure? I'm here to take your order. Notice the glass is almost empty. So, I'm here to fix that. Uh-huh. And since when do the Charlotte Angels mingle with customers? Let's say that one of them needs to redeem herself after the ruined show. So again, pick your poison. Well, Miss Whispers, I've decided to trust your instincts. What would you recommend for me? Psycho killer, whiskey sour, sex on the beach. You strike me as somebody who actually has some sort of self decency left, so I'm pretty sure you don't drink Malibu. I'm pretty sure that is a made up drink, but then again, I'm pretty sure that Kos is probably going to look this up and make me feel absolutely stupid, even though they don't actually have to do that since this isn't going to be a video. And you strike me as a whiskey sour type of guy, not gonna lie. And this is mostly going off of the fact that I drink brandy. Sour puss. Hence the whiskey sour. Good guess, Miss Whispers. I see that Sean taught you well. Whiskey sour is my favorite, although I don't love the whole PD Sourpuss name. Oh, right. Sorry, Detective. Could call you the hand sour beast then, huh? Please don't. Just bring me the drink. Yeah, of course. One whiskey sour coming right at you, handsome. Let me guess. Whiskey sour? Does he order the one and then drink it over and over again? Yep, pretty much. Here you go, Detective. Hope you like it. I made it myself. Thank you, Miss Whispers. Ghost, just like sip something loudly into a microphone. Just make like the most annoying sound for yourself that you can possibly make, and then put that into whatever it is that you're making. I guess you don't. Oh, I do like it. This is my happy face. Can't you tell? All right. Happy as the sunshine. Why aren't you going away? Oh, we could talk for a moment, Detective? Sure. So, tell me, Miss Whispers, who's dead? What? Why would you think someone's dead? It's a figure of speech. Calm down. I'm here almost every night, and yet you never did anything more than give me a strange look, let alone flirt with me. bare gay air quotes around that one. So I've concluded something bad must have happened, apart from the strange accident. Yeah, you guessed right. Sorry for the charade, but I really do need your help. One of the guests wants to kill my friend, and I have no idea how to prevent it. Quite the accusation, Miss Whispers. I assume you have some sort of proof. Um, Not really. I don't know who the killer is yet. Still, you seem quite sure this person is here at the club among the clientele. Yeah, I'm sure. Almost sure. Mm-hmm. Don't give me that look, detective. I've already identified three potential suspects, you know. Okay, Miss Whispers, I'll play along. Tell me about those suspects. The first is a man who apparently has ties to the Italian cartel. Second is some jerk my friend used to date, and the third, well, the third might not actually be here at all, and I still need to check it. Okay, let me stop you there. I solved the case. Already? Indeed. Second suspect's a killer. It's always the ex, or at least the present shithead. So unless your friend is dating the old geezer, doubt it. She's actually quite scared of him. Well, one does not preclude the other, but let's assume you're right. That leaves us with the ex boyfriend. Case closed. Detective, please don't dismiss me like. Wait, geezer. I haven't told you he's old. So you know what I'm talking about. Of course I do. There are not so many people tied to the cartel, at least not in this place. But if you think I'll spill the beans because you caught my slip, Miss Whispers, you're deeply mistaken. Police business isn't really the same as wannabe detective, uh, whatever this is. Can you at least point me at the guy? I could, but I won't. He's a he's a dangerous man, Miss Whispers. I feel like I could try mind reading again, or I could at least talk to him. Or I could just keep talking to him and see if I can learn more this way. Mind reading. He he kicked me out. So I was right after all. What? What? Madame's a freaking member of the freaking cartel and Detective Donovan? You knew about me the whole time? I suspected it from the moment you fell on stage, Miss Whispers. I'm a detective after all. You seem to forget that despite the fact that it's the very reason why you came to ask me for help. And you have HPSD too. Many people on the force do. It's just useful in this line of work. I'm more of an empath than a mind reader. So you kind of feel what I'm feeling, detective? More like I can just read your feelings quite well. You, on the other hand, pierced through my brain like a hot knife through butter, didn't you? I guess so, although I don't love that visual. It's an unlawful invasion of privacy. Better description then. Didn't really trick me into doing anything. So are you gonna arrest me now? I should. But I'll let it slip if you promise never to use your mind slicing on me. Wait, you're able to control it, aren't you? Yeah, more or less. There are times when I feel I'm being drawn into other people's thoughts. But if I take my pills on a regular basis, it's manageable. I also have those brief moments of clarity as the pills wear off. With a proper concentration, I can control it then. So, yeah, quite impressive considering you have no training. But no more reading of law officers, got it? Yeah, I got it. Ugh. Good. You can go then, Miss Whispers. Thank you, officer. I have a moment to take my meds. A small dose should help me keep control. Now we get into one of the aspects of the game that I actually kind of dislike because this kind of has IRL weights to it, pill weights, mind you. So it's a good thing we got to the hour mark because again, I'm not entirely sure that I can show this, but it was on the Nintendo store, so apparently this is what good little boys and girls are meant to see. So sorry, I have to. Sorry, I had to change something really quickly. There's just points when some other influencers, YouTubers, content creators, whatever you want to call them by this point, there's just other points when other content creators that I use for my little background noises, they make these sounds or they say something that makes me clue into what they're doing. And it's like, I'm not supposed to have to focus on you. I don't want to. We're switching the thing now. We're switching the thing now. It's like when you're like tuning out to your TV and something weird happens on TV, or there's just random sex on TV, and you're like, that's not really vibing with what I'm doing, and y'all are being kind of like loud. So changes channel. Well, really, it's more like y'all are being kind of loud. So proceeds to channel hop for the next couple of minutes. Anyways, so what now? We talk to the old guy. Okay, yeah, no, I'd rather not talk to him. So, hey, you think maybe I can make a drink for Arthur now? Whoa. Skinny Legs order something? Skinny Legs? Nickname every customer, don't you? Wait, if you were calling him Skinny Legs, does that mean that you were staring at his. Well, actually, he didn't. I need to talk to him, so I hoped you would tell me what he usually drinks. Only water. And he pretends to sip it all night long. Why? His autistic mind is too precious to damage with booze. Or so he says. Truth to be told, I'm pretty sure he's broke. Maybe I should make him something fancy then? Blow his fucking mind. Make whatever you want, Holes. As long as someone's paying for it. Madame would literally hang me from this bar if I started giving away drinks for free. So, yeah, good point. She's already angry at me. I'd rather not be a wall decoration, so fine, I'll tell her to take it out of my paycheck later. I just need to figure out what to prepare first. This is the only decision that I haven't picked, so let's see the new content. Wow. It's the drink I made for myself at the beginning. Well, let's talk to this guy. Hi. Hi. Art. The rhythm. I bought you a drink. It's on me. Holly, dearie, thank you. It's so nice to know that my music is appreciated, especially by small people. Just remember, it's not some lame sung poetry, it's electronic rhymes. Uh huh, yeah, totally. And what I make in Incredibox is definitely artisanal beats to be used by only the best of SoundCloud rappers, not just some shit that I mix together in my off time. Anyway, so what do you think about the vodka and gin? Mmm, tasty. It's vodka and gin, dude. What the fuck do you mean? It's like somebody drinking straight up Hennessy and going, ew, I like how earthy this is. Bitch, it tastes like wood. It tastes like wood. The fuck do you mean? Ew, I like how earthy this is. Are you a beaver? Fuck. So, go on. Ask me about my music. Yeah. I would like to talk about your inspirations too. What are you working on right now? My songs. Okay, but what about the two strongest forces in the universe, of course? Gravity and nuclear reaction? No. Love and death? Life and death? I'm pretty sure he's talking about love and death. And I genuinely don't remember what my first decision was. So I'm going with Love and Death. Love and Death, huh? So you really have listened to my electric eclectics. And here I thought you were an imposter. No way. I'm a true fan. So, any new killer singles? Oh, yes. The Dying Swallow. I've released it just yesterday. Nice. How'd you come up with such an intriguing title? Easily. And you can't take a hint, can you? Oh, please, Art, don't be like that. I just want to acquire a deeper understanding of your, um, fuck this. Wow, they're opposites. That's okay. Yeah, that's definitely Liz. Knock knock, girly. Did you have a stroke? No, I didn't. I'm okay. I might get one from this conversation though. Just got lost in my thoughts for a moment. The cover with Liz. Does that mean she's the dying swallow? What makes Liz so special to you? It's her tits, isn't it? I bet many other girls would love to be an inspiration for such a great artist. And happen to have big tits. Keep it together. Why choose someone who, won't? Oh, so that's what's bothering you. How to say it politely? I feel like I'm gonna have to recoil and then rejuice my actual vape pen because I feel like this is the type of person to be hitting a vape pen inside of a club. Even though you're fucking not supposed to probably do that at this specific club. But he just strikes me as the type of person to be like, how to say this politely? Takes a hit from vape pen. Takes another hit from vape pen. Unintentionally, air quotes around that, blows it at the person they're talking to. How indeed. Takes another hit from vape pen. Blows it at the person again. Unintentionally. Massive air quotes around unintentionally. Those who desire are the most undesirable, dearie. Politely, what do you mean by that? Why do I even try? To put it bluntly, I won't have some pale, skinny wannabe model posing as my muse. Said the palest, skinniest wannabe monologue. Said the palest, skinniest wannabe fucking artist. Said the palest, skinniest wannabe. Huh? Speak up. I can't understand anything you're saying. Your words, they're too small. I said I don't want to be your muse, if that's what you're implying. Oh, you don't? Then you may be cut out for it after all. Nobody could ever replace Liz, though. She's the light to my darkness, love to my hatred, a spark of life warming my dead heart. And I'm her chosen one. Oh, I like the sound of it. But what I meant to say was, I'm her protector. Uh huh. And what does she need to be protected from? Other people, of course. All those filthy bastards that watch her dancing on that fucking stage every fucking night. You mean just like you? And those fucking weirdos on the internet begging for a sniff of her underwear. But does she tell them to buzz off? No! On the fucking contrary, she indulges from their sick fantasies. We're just doing our job, you know. Oh, really? Is sex chatting part of your job too? Doesn't that make you whores? Hang on, sex chatting? I've never. Right, I forgot. You're that friend of hers. Holly, Holly, hollier than thou, she called you. That's just perfect. Go ask her about Mr. Big Dick 69, Miss Hollier than thou. Oh, I will ask her about everything. You'll see what I mean. So, like, for artistic reasons, artistically speaking, would you be able to kill somebody? Depends who. Someone like you? Perhaps. If you stood between me and my music, I'd end your social life. And if that someone was Liz, I would never. So yeah, while he goes off on his little tangent concerning the fact that Liz is apparently a soft spot for him. How could you even suggest that? Oh, I didn't mean anything bad, really. You know the best. You know best how love and hate are two sides of the same coin. Do you mean he's lying, or does he know I am? Well, that's true, but I'm too fragile and good looking for jail. Those animals there would rip my ass in half. Ew. And I don't even want to imagine what they would do to my precious vocal cords. Ugh, me too. Let's move on. You religious in any way? Well, I take my inspiration from many cultures. Their glitz and glamour, their cute beliefs. But all in all, music is my religion. Uh huh. What cultures? Could you elaborate? Hmm. No. Wait, what are you hiding in your pocket? Hmm? Why do you ask? I noticed you checking it a few times. Fuck off. Sus. Mad that we're doing the E and BE aggressive. Uh, oh. I get it now. He didn't pickpocket me while I was, zoning out. That's not me up there. That's Liz. Again. This motherfucker somehow figured out a way to steal Liz's keys. Ow, fuck! Right. I need to take my meds as soon as possible. What the hell? You stole our keys? Give them back! I did what? Are you out of your mind, girlie? I know it's in your fuck off. I'm out of here. No, where are you? Shit. Fuck. How did I mess this up again? Not this time. I had to talk with Liz, and then I need to tell the detective. If I use my powers too often. My whole world becomes distorted. And now we've gotten into the gist of what this run is going to be, and at the halfway point, because I am going to see what happens when I read everyone's mind at the exact point that I can. Even though I read his mind less than I did the first time I did this, and well, now we're seeing the little ripples everywhere. The ripples that I would have to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would have to pay in order to do that type of effect in CapCut. I found Liz on the backstage. Liz, there you are. Holly, I have a show in a minute. Hear me out, please. It's about Arthur. What do you do now? He stole your keys. That's why you couldn't find him this morning. Are you sure? Pretty sure, but I couldn't do much about it. He bounced as soon as I told him to get the keys back. Okay, so we need to change our locks, search the apartment. He might have left some cameras or something. You aren't angry? It's not the first time he did something like that, so trust me, I am utterly furious. But I guess I'm more tired than angry, darling. I'm not gonna confront him about it either. It's exactly what he would want. So sorry if that's what you expected. Better ignore him altogether, move on with our lives. Hopefully one day he'll get as tired as he is tiresome and leave us alone. Hopefully leave me the hell alone. Fucking, you shouldn't enable him like this. How the fuck are you supposed to? How the fuck are you just not gonna like go to the police with the information that you could have hidden cameras in our apartment, and even though we don't have proof of it? Maybe you're right. I am. Trust me. At this point, I'm quite an expert in applied assology. Dealing with Arthur is almost like a second job for me. Liz! 10 minutes! You'd think she wouldn't actually scream these across the stage. Whatever. Be there in 5, boss. There anything else you wanted to ask me? Do you really call me Holly, Miss Hollier than thou? Arthur will do whatever it takes to alienate me, darling. I'm beginning to learn that sentiment. Jeez, now you sound like me. That said, I might have called you Miss Saint or Hollier or whatever a long time ago, whenever we didn't really know each other. I'm sorry if I did. You mentioned this guy you were sex chatting with. Someone called it Big Dick 69. Son of a butt fuck. How does he know about Bill? Hang on, what's a son of a butt fuck? I guess poo. Oh yeah, that makes sense. So who's Bill? He's an online friend, but we never actually met. Just role played a little. I like him, Ollie. That's all. Oh, and his Nick isn't Big Dick 69, but Bill Dark 79. Fucking Arthur making everything about sex. The Dying Swallow. It's the name of his new single. Is this somehow related to you? The lyrics kind of jumped out at me. Sure is. I also hate that you listen to that in the apartment. Some people call me Birdie, and for a good reason. A surname. Didn't you know? Know what? They're a bird called Noir. I thought that was just ravens. No, silly. Well, maybe. I don't know much about birds, but Elizabeth Noir is only my stage name. On paper, I'm Elizabeth Swallow. How the hell did I miss that? I guess maybe. Wait, Whispers isn't your stage name? No, it's my actual name. I don't have others. Well, here you go, darling. We must have just both assumed something without asking. That's pretty silly now, isn't it? Then that's all then. Okay, then. I have one more thing to say. I'm sorry for overreacting earlier. It's just. This isn't healthy for you. For anyone. But I don't know what to say, Liz. We'll talk about it later, okay? Now, go. Be fabulous. And I'll find Donovan in the meantime. I will try my best, darling. Donovan was smoking outside of the club. Detective, here you are. Miss Whispers. Is it about Baroni again? Because you already know everything I do. No, it's not. Um, I talked to the first suspect, the ex. So, case solved. He's the murderer. He's an effing thief, that's for sure. He stole the keys to our apartment. Did you see it happen? No, but I read his mind, detective. He ran away as soon as I mentioned the keys. In that case, I'll have a little talk with Mr. Shawcross about personal boundaries and breaking them. Wait, since when do you know about Arthur? And how do you know he's the ex? Simple deduction, Miss Whispers. You share the apartment with Miss Noir, and I already suspected she's the soon-to-be victim. Besides, I visit this club often enough to notice her rather toxic relationship with Mr. Shawcross. Isn't it a little weird that he knows this much? Is he really a brilliant detective, or I'm that good? You said you can't read minds. I can't. I'm just really that good. Don't overthink it, Miss Whispers. Let's catch up later, okay? After my talk with Mr. Shawcross. How are you gonna find him? I have my methods. Don't you worry. I will find him. So, as much as I made fun of this my first time around by basically going, I kind of, have that one snake friend who kind of got me into the idea of what burlesque art is like. So I'm consistently going, what the fuck happened that we got to this point? But this is one of those points where it's like, I kind of just want to know what exactly she was doing on stage. Because not even gonna lie, this is actually pretty tame in comparison to the other two images that we've been fed. Which is crazy because this is not only just one image of a person acting as a butterfly, but two images of a person acting as a butterfly. And also something I probably could have made on CapCut, but I probably would have tried to do the Holly thing and have a second and third image to go back on to, make the dance more dancey. The old guy's still busy, but maybe I could talk with Madame about him. Hang on, boss. Holly, the answer is still no. I've already asked Sophie to fill in for you. That's not it, ma'am. I need to talk to you about this man, Raffaello. What? How do you know that name? From Detective Donovan. Oh, then I will have a word with him about discretions. Then I will have a word with him about discrezione and not respecting one's privacy, as you like to put it. He didn't want to tell me, and yet he did, see? About this Rafa Scordatero. One more word, girl, and I will send you back home. Capiche? Capiche. See now how she could have been a mafia. Boss! We need you here. Considering I'm about to say that I love something about Gabrielle, I'm just going to say first off, I like the color that they chose for her. This is a nice purple, well, periwinkle. But I like that she's looking directly at the camera like. I get like no screen time, man. Coming! We'll get back to this after the next show. But I have to stay out the trouble until then. What if I could? Sure thing, ma'am. That man is sitting alone now. How dangerous could he be in public anyway? Dangerous enough that I had to put up a content warning. Coast, if you could handle that right this moment. I'm gonna do some adult activities for a moment while Coast puts up the warning. I don't know when my mic died, so this is the first drink I've ever fucked up. Here you go. One Blue Heaven with double rum. I made it myself. There's no rum in a Blue Heaven, apparently. Because we mixed vodka and gin. God bless you, child. Sure. He's about to insult me for this drink. Watch. Damn it. Game. I am trying. I'm just going to play the game. Rather, I'm just going to read the things. Heavenly indeed. Uh, Okay, another mic died thing. I didn't swap my mic the first time I mic died, to be honest, because my second mic was actually just busy doing its weird second mic thing. But anyways, uh, is everything all right, child? Not quite, father. I overheard who you are and hope we could talk for a while. Lately, I've been having a crisis of faith. Crisis, you say? You should attend my sermons then, or even better, join one of my private sessions for those who seek further spiritual guide. I don't need to read his mind in order to know what he's talking about, but I'm going to do it anyway because I said that I was going to. How did I just first try that? Coast, clock that, clip it. Don't actually clip it. We're moving on with the video. Oh, right. He's downright undressing me with his eyes. I have a few questions, if I may. Of course. So, why does someone like you visit a place like this, Father? Well, I've got my reasons, apart from enjoying the show and the arts themselves. One could say I'm here to guide the lost soul back on the right path. Aren't you afraid that someone will notice? No, child. I fear no one but God. Let's distort the world. hear me. You should rather ask yourself, why do you consider my presence here as inappropriate? Is such a thing, is such a place a wicked act? Is visiting such a place a wicked act? Much less working at it. He's got some serious god complex. Yeah, I think it's kind of wrong. And I'm usually truly ashamed. Should not blame yourself. As Romans has written, all people are sinners. I checked that, and it actually does say that in the Bible. It wasn't one of those points where it's like, I'm going to just start spouting nonsense, even though this can be Googled. It's simply unavoidable to... It's simply unavoidable to live a means of sin. We should atone for our sins, of course, but I believe that we can have a little fun while we're at it. He said live a little, but I was already in the middle of a sentence. So, have you ever had a crisis of any sort, Father? Of course I have. Although I have never doubted our Lord, it's my faith in family ties that is put to the test every jolly good day. Oh, you're talking about Madame Charlotte, I mean Gabrielle. So you know. Yes, Gabrielle denies her roots, pretending to be some sort of old lioness defending her cubs from predators. But I believe that with the right motivation, she will let go of this silly project of hers and return to her true family. How do you plan to motivate her, Father? Oh, I have a few ideas in mind. But don't worry your pretty little head about it. Again, what is this accent? Oh. Is it unforgivable to kill another human, Father? Not at all. There is no sin that God will not forgive as long as you are willing to repent. In some cases, it is commendable to, let's say, deprive the damned of their sinful existence. What do you mean? What cases? One example is if you're defending your family, and the other, well, suppose that you would be one of those devil spawns trying to read my mind. Then I'd have to use this little thing. Oh my. To make you stop. And no one would blame me for that, especially our Lord in heaven. Because of course that's not the case, is it, child? Oh shit. No, of course not. Hey, you were in a paper about HPSD. Yes, the newest trendy STD. Excuse me, Father, but I don't think HPSD is transmissible. Yes, of course. Forgive me, that was distasteful. STDs are just ordinary God-sent diseases. This plague of psychos, on the other hand, it is without the devil's doing. And we're just gonna take a moment. Hey, where's the... There it is. For a second, not even gonna lie, I thought the game crashed. Oh, this is one of these sections. I actually haven't seen this before. corrupting not only the body but also the soul, both incurable and beyond salvation, even if those psychos have no control over it, especially if so. The plan of salvation is designed for human beings, not for animals. As God's child, you can lose your faith, but you will never lose his love and mercy. The damned ones, however, they cannot repent for their sins, as their mere existence is wickedness. He's serious. He'd wipe us all out if he had the chance. He'd wipe us all. He'd wipe us all if he only could. Do you understand? Fuck. Good that my dad doesn't think this way. I hope. Yes, Father. Thank you for enlightening me. You're welcome, child. Is there a big stained glass window in your church? With a bird on it? Well, as a matter of fact, yes. But what does that have to do with your little crisis? Well, I wanted to make sure it was the one I was thinking of. It would be stupid of me to ask for a big building with a cross on it. Yes, that would be quite silly. You kind of like this conversation we're having. So, what dove? Since we're already talking about it, though, would you mind telling me what kind of bird it is? Just look for a big building with a cross on Martin Street, my child. It would be much easier to find than it would be much easier to find that way than to check every church window in the city. No, right, yes. Silly me. The one in his mind seems to be a dove. Once again, I need a shower. I'm grateful for this conversation, Father. Your words have helped me. Grateful, you said. No doubt you behave better than the other one. Liz? What do you mean? Come closer. Content warning. Ew. I'm not reading that out loud. Fuck you. Raffaello! Get your fucking hands off my girl. Are you alright, Holly? Yeah, no, I'm not. That fucking pervert, he touched me. And nobody reacted, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Hori. I'm sorry, Hori. I stole the pad. We can't play video games with each other anymore. I'm sorry, Hori. Wow! I'm sorry, Hori. Go sleep this in. I'm sorry, Holly. Sorry? You let this pervert inside. Did he do the same to Liz? Oh, God. Holly, calm down. He didn't hurt Liz. Raffaello knows that if he did something to my girls, I wouldn't forgive him. But he tried, and I just don't get this, man. Gabrielle. What? Madame Charlotte would get rid of this Tessa de Cazzo ages ago. Gabriel Baroni, however, his sorella, his soreno, s- sorellona, sore- his sorellona, his sister, sister, and it seems she owes you an apology. Can I ask? Ask away, girl, before I change my mind. Why do you allow such? Oh, for fuck's sake, Holly! It's a burlesque club. Half of our clientele are creeps. He's dangerous. You saw for yourself. Solamente. He's dangerous. He's a dangerous creep who also happens to be my brother. Let me ask you, girl, why don't you tell your father about this job? You keep saying that you love this place and how proud you are to be part of it. So why, Holly? That's different. I'm not putting anyone at risk. You're probably right. It's not the same. I just wanted to point out that dealing with family isn't easy, especially if said family specializes in extortion, blackmail, and theft. Okay, what the hell happened between your brother and Liz? I won't be going into much detail since it's not really my place. Saying that my saying that my depraved brother sees no difference between this place and a strip joint. Yeah, saying that my brother sees no difference between this place and between this place and a strip joint. Yes, I've noticed. So when he asked Lisbeth for a private dance, she explained to him the difference. Rather bluntly. And what happened next? He threatened her with his fucking gun. Thought he could do whatever he pleases to my girls. So I made it clear he was wrong. After that, he vowed never to set foot in this damned horde house. I really wouldn't mind if he kept his word, but he rarely does. Who the hell are you? Holly, you know who I am. Your boss, this club owner. It's not like I'm leading some sort of grand double life. And yet you drop the accent. I have a stage persona, Cherito, although it works the other way around. I do have an accent, but our older brother required that we learn to speak properly. So when I stopped obeying him, I went back to using my natural voice. Your older brother? You mean Michelet? Why am I not surprised you know his name? Yes, Michelet is the head of our little familia. So, my boss. Yes, essentially. Don't worry about him though. He promised to never come here. And unlike Raffaele, he always keeps his promises. For better or for worse. And what role did you play in your family? Were you the right hand? I would say I was a left hand, much harder to control. But I won't deny that I did some dirty work for him. Raffaello still does. On the streets, they called us the Tre Andri of the Baroni family. Deathbringer, Soul Healer, and me, the Herald of Visions. Fucking angel of love, smuggling ecstasy to stupid Bombini. That's why you fucking hate drugs? See? Yes? And yet you named our group Charlotte's Angels. What can I say? Old sentiments die hard. Or maybe I just wanted it to mean something good for a change. Okay, I get it. Just tell me one more thing. Your brother, the pastor, do you think he'd be able to shoot Liz because she pissed him off? I would say he's not that. Yeah, I would say he's not that kind of gangster, Holly. He likes to show off his gun, certo, but there's more to him than meets the eye. He can be very deceitful if he only wants to, and definitely prefers to. Yeah, and definitely prefers others to do his dirty work for him. Even at this joke in the familia, first Rafaela does the praying, then Michele does the killing. Sounds like one fucked up family. Oh, you can't even imagine. That said, I'm sure Raffaello could hire someone to do harm to just about anyone. But he would need a better reason to cross me than petty revenge. All those unwelcome visits here seem to satisfy him enough in that matter. And you'll just let it be like this? I talked with him for 20 minutes tops and I already feel like hiding under my bed after a long fucking shower. No, Holly, not anymore. This time I'll make sure my brother won't ever come back. You rest while I take care of him. He reminded me. The first time my HPSD kicked in, I thought I heard the devil. This is one of the shows where I'm like, what exactly was happening the on the stage? Like, just out of curiosity, because one is just straight up Zatanna. So like on a not even like not even on an looking on my disrespectful type shit. Just like what exactly was this show? I need to find that physician or talk with the detective or check on Liz or Sean. Hi Holtz. How you holding up? Don't worry about me. Aside from questioning my faith more than ever, I'm good. Shit, I wouldn't have let you serve his drink if I knew that. Leave it, Sean. I'm serious. It's all good. Okay, tough lady, I'll drop it. There's actually someone asking for you. Wanted to tell her off, but if you're ready for some action still. Oh. She introduced herself as Dr. Forktail, wanted to talk to you, and should I prepare her a drink or. Nah, I already made her a tasty classic mimosa. Good evening, Dr. Forktail. Holly, good to see you. Please sit down, make yourself comfortable. Oh, okay. Why do you want to talk to me and how did you know I'd agree? Oh, I knew for the very same reason why I want to talk, which is quite vague to be honest. You're playing with me, aren't you? I am. Look, I have a proposal for you. Ask me as many questions as you want, but only after you answer one of mine. Okay? Deal. Ask me anything. Splendid. Why did you go on this little crusade of yours trying to catch a soon to be murderer? How do you. Answer me first. Isn't it obvious? I'm doing this for my friend, for Liz. And why are you so sure she needs your help? Because I. Uh. Okay, let me rephrase that. How can you be 100% sure she's gonna die? Is everything we think set in stone? Huh? No, I guess it isn't. You guess? Well then, your turn now. Ask me your questions. So, how do you know so much, Dr. Forktail? And how do you know so little, Miss Whispers? You should have me all figured out already with your skills. Or am I wrong? That's not fair. That's not fair. I'm the one who's supposed to be asking the questions right now. How dare you? Sorry, got ahead of myself. What was your question again? I asked how you know so much. Are you a psycho freak? I'm a psycho, that's for sure. What's even worse is I deliberately made it happen. Are you saying it's possible to make oneself psychoactive? With proper medication, you can move mountains, my dear. Unfortunately, those closed minded people in charge deem it illegal. Okay, starting to understand, I think. Were you here earlier, Dr. Forktail? I didn't see you among your guests. I wasn't here at the beginning of the show. The next line that she says is, "You can cross me off the list and not your murderer, but I want to know what happens if you try and read her mind." Because this might be one of the only chances you actually get to do that. Since I'm pretty sure that's what you really want to ask. In other words, you can scratch me off your little list. I'm not the murderer. I told you. Thorpe got dry there for a second. I wonder why. You can, of course, assume I'm lying to you. I can also apparently assume that your head is full of absolutely nothing right now. Well, in her mind, it does seem that she was at the Metro during the first show. Or I lie to myself, altering my own memories, as so many people do. But then, can you trust anything you saw today? Shit, I don't know. I'm not saying what's right. I'm not saying what's right, Holly. I'm trying to help you find the answer for yourself. Oh, okay. What are you doing here? I find it pretty weird. I find it a pretty weird coincidence that I had three potential suspects and then murderers, you mean? Suspects. And you just came here to fill in a fourth role. I guess I did. Let's just say I felt oddly compelled to come. As if somebody called to me without intentionally doing so. That makes sense. Uh, no, not at all. How did you lose your license and what did that have to do with Liz? Oh, well, she testified against me in court. You see, I interfered with the lives of my patients beyond the legal boundaries, giving them medications that weren't quite FDA approved, if you get what I mean. Takes a hit from a vape pen that looks incredibly cobbled together. I was really sure I was doing the right thing, but ultimately, I just assumed too much. And you think I'm doing the same thing? I can't really know that, Holly. Do you think you're doing the same thing? I don't appreciate the reverse thing that you're doing. Oh, don't you? I just said that. Did you, though? Stop. 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 Look at me. Look at me. Stop laughing. Stop. Just stop. What do you think of Liz? Are you considering her your enemy, miss? Ooh la la. Such a direct question deserves a direct answer. So, Lisbeth is the type of person who hides pain behind laughter. She's also a pathological people pleaser. That made her comply with many a request of mine that she didn't want to. Participating in the delusions of others, for example. That's why I don't consider her my enemy. She's a victim of her own weaknesses, as I am of mine. That's. Fuck, that's a lot more than I expected. What do you think of Arthur Shawcross? Lisbeth's ex boyfriend, and the very reason why she started therapy and medication. Narcissistic personality disorder, which translation is weird, but, anyways, narcissistic personality disorder with a pinch of anger issues, depression, and anal explosiveness. Anal. No, no, no. Actually, I don't want to know. Oh, we actually have to ask her all of this. And what about Detective Donovan? Have any thoughts on him? Oh, plenty. I like that one very much. He's a peculiar case. A very disturbed man, even more disturbed than the rest of the degenerates around here. He tries to drown his demons with alcohol, which arguably is a quite typical threat of a broken middle-aged investigator. His demons, however, oh, they're really something. Beautiful little things that rather surf on the whiskey wave than get drowned by it. He can't control them for the world. What's even worse is sometimes they control him. What do you mean? You would have to ask him that yourself. I'm bound by the patient-doctor confidentiality. You were his doctor? No, I read his files. And let's just say I'm not the only person around here to lose a license. How do you feel about the pastor, Raphael Baroni? A massive douchebag driven by self-righteousness and about a dozen STDs. That all? Not gonna add he's a dangerous man or something? He's a sick man, sure. But not as sick as I am. Hence, not so dangerous in my opinion. I'm curious, Dr. Fortail. What do you think of me? Classic daddy issues with a pinch of an imposter syndrome. Other than that, you're as normal as they make them. Normal? Even how do you even know who I am? What I am? And what are you, Holly? Never mind. Stupid question. You weren't really a physician, were you? What made you think I was? Or rather, who? Pretty sure you figured it out already. I did, but I wanted to give you an easy question this time. Let me ask you this way, Holly. Why do you think Liz lied to you? Easy. She was embarrassed. She must be embarrassed that she was going to therapy and to a psychiatrist. Which is ridiculous. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Yes, and yet still many people are ashamed of it. And I was a psychiatrist, and I was in fact a psychiatrist, if you're wondering. Still am, actually. What difference does a piece of paper make? Um, Years of doctoral study as well as certification by a board? I don't think I'm going to answer that one. Okay, Holly, I do have one last question for you. What number am I thinking of? I'll write it down on this piece of paper. Yes, you're going to read her. Negative 13,487. Negative 13,487. Wrong. It was 69,137. What does that tell you? I don't know that I don't know that the developers planned way more for this game than they had originally made. Oh, don't be so harsh on us. We're not that undermade, Holly. At least I would hope not. That may or may not come later in your life. But aside from that, we all tend to project our thoughts on other people. You trying to tell me that the number I guessed was the number that I just thought about myself? Well, you must have thought about it to say it out loud. Although I could also lie to myself about the number that I was thinking of. People lie to themselves all the time, right? True. To be honest, my brain starts to hurt when I'm trying to follow your quadruple reverse analogies, Dr. Fortail, or whatever you're supposed to call them. At this point, I kind of don't know what to think anymore. Marvelous. That means I've taught you everything I can, my young disciple. Didn't really. Now go. Use your powers for the greater good. Meanwhile, I'm gonna quietly finish my mimosa. I'm leaving now. Last pill. That cheese hits the devious beat on Martin's stream. I'll worry about overdosing if I survive this night. I must say, Holtz, you really go the extra mile with small talk with the guests. I must say, Holtz, you really go the extra mile while small talking to the guests. Well, I don't feel like it's getting me anywhere. What do you mean? Nothing, Sean. Nothing. Did you see Detective Donovan? He was supposed to help me with something. Sure, he just ordered whiskey. What? When? About 10 seconds ago. You're joking. I couldn't have missed that. No, I'm serious. He just went to the club, put two fingers in the air, made sure I saw him, and that means that he ordered a special order. And then he went to a spot. Just look behind you. Damn, you're good. Why'd you say special order, though? I thought he always drinks a whiskey sour. Okay, almost always his usual, made with the cheap blend, Bill Light. But when he orders a glass of Be Dark, he takes it on the rocks. Wouldn't desecrate such a magnificent single malt with a lemon anyway. Be Dark. Bill Dark. Is that his favorite whiskey? Yeah, but it's quite expensive, so he only drinks it on special occasions. When he solves a case or something. Okay, okay. I need to think. I'll serve it to him. You sure, Holmes? You seem a little off. I'm good, Shawnee. Just give me the glass. Oh, don't you tell me that something's wrong with the viewfinder now. So, I'm very sure that my stream has frozen on the very last few things that we were saying with Dr. Forktail. So I'll say this, I'm glad that nothing much has really happened. However, I am going to say that I don't feel like rebooting my stream a million times just so that, I can finish this run of the game. So instead, I'll say thank you to everybody who joined in, especially those watching from the future. Sorry that we had to make this one a random pause stream, considering the fact that again, you could basically get through this entire game within an hour, and I am at the last section of the game, which means that my next stream is only going to take but a few minutes to do. But until next time, we'll be continuing this Red Deer exploration. So keep your eyes posted for that. I have a few other games that I'm actually supposed to get more footage of in order to fully make this Red Deer's thing. But know that I appreciate y'all. A menu. End screen.